Welcome to my channel, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. I am Jimmy. Welcome to Jimmy's Road to Spirituality. This is going to be a reading for the Divine Masculines for the month of September 2022. Whatever is happening at this time, and I'm trying to put my music a little bit like softer to hear my thoughts and stuff, and I'm going to probably have to stop it. Because I really feel that it's going to be very important for me to concentrate on this. The divine masculines at this time in the month of September, at the present time, are feeling quite stuck or in a place, in a space where they feel that they cannot actually rise from this, a situation that they have created or chose in the past, or there are things that are not completed in their, awakening process, ascension process, transformation, healing process. It's gonna be not moving. I see the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, of the first deck that I'm gonna use here for this message for the Divine Masculines, or in regards to the Divine Masculines energy at this time. I pre-shuffled the both decks and I blessed this message with light protection, guidance, and the spirit to actually grab us and hold us and just help us to understand the truth and see the truth and the reality for what it is. Ace of Cups has just jumped, facing me, and I have the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the Five of Pentacles behind it in the reverse, and the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Tower, Three of Swords in the reverse, Six of Swords. So there is a lot of mental clarity here in regards to the divine masculines, in regards to whatever they kept themselves stuck in some sort of heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal, in regards to their emotions. They are supposed to heal and understand at the mental level here with the Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This is 6 - 3. This is a fragmented, air energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that tells me that they're still heartbroken. They got themselves into conflict with other people, allowing other people to rebel or do, things or speak against this, 1111. They have kept themselves through, in a mental prison here, or undecisiveness. They have been undecisive in the past. They have been going through a tower, which tells me that whatever foundation they built, in regards to whatever hurt, heartbreak, betrayal, in regards to love, and at a mental level for this divine masculines, it's very, very, opening them up to actually, and I saw 14, so it's a pi or p. Many people, in regards to maybe something is telling you something, maybe it's about math, or it was like a formula in their past that they actually applied in their circumstances. The pi, it's like a precise thing, something precise that they have been actually dealing with in the past, in regards to their beliefs, in regards to their mental confusions, or whatever inexperience these people didn't actually had, or have seen clearly in the past. It's actually, it was probably projection. I'm hearing projection, and it's really clear to me, people projecting towards them, or upon them, or upon the situation that they have been given by the divine in order for themselves to rebuild, a family, reunite with somebody, be happy, have, have that happiness, joy, fulfillment, building on a more solid foundation that they have been building in the past, which is like, building on sand is not going to last. It's going to last for a little while, and then it's not going to stand. That's why we have to build on the rock that is actually brought for our salvation, and for our own stability and progress. And Six of Wands here with the Four of Wands, fragmented, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in regards to the masculines and their situations. They want victory, they want to be recognized, they want to be a knight in the shining armor. but they have to let go of feeling left out in the cold, or leaving people in situations that really truly matter for them. They are important, yeah, are very important for them in regards to their life, in regards to their happiness, joy, fulfillment, building on a solid foundation, feeling victory, feeling recognized, feeling, that they have done something that is worth it in their life. And they have been left living the divine feminines in the cold in the past. They abandoned, they have been feeling abandoned because they abandoned the situation, and they want to manifest this the magician in the three-dimensional aspect of the situation here. In regards to this situation, divine feminines watching, please take whatever resonates for you guys, leave the rest, because it's not going to resonate with everybody. And it's much better if it doesn't resonate, of course, for everybody. But some things are going to probably resonate with your situation. The two cards that fell are the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Hierophant. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Nine of Wands. This is actually somebody that has is the wounded warrior, somebody that was bruised and battered in regards to whatever they embraced or they chose in regards to passion, desires, committing themselves to whatever hurts and pains from the past, things that they haven't been releasing, they haven't been actually. Uh, confronting in their past, even in the present moment. Of course, there is an awakening here with the Hierophant masculine energy, of course, Taurus energy. In regards to these masculines, these people are awakened at this time. They realize that they need to heal and release the past. They need to not be actually see themselves as victims anymore. And of course, they are called, through this, church traditional, beliefs or whatever religion type of, you know, um, teachings, mental programmings, whatever the church or whatever human precepts have taught these masculines in their life, in their situations. They are awakened as teachers, as leaders in the spiritual realm by the divine here. They are called, by a higher power. They're called to a higher commitment. They're called to actually teach and learn the lessons and just be an example, be that light that they are called and by the divine to be those leaders in the spiritual realm that have the power and the authority to actually come in the three-dimensional with the truth of what they have learned from the mistakes of their fathers or whatever teachings and customs and traditions they have been raised in, and they're still actually had to undergo and understand and just grasp. um, these masculines, they need to practice self-love. This is what the divine is showing to them. There is nobody else in this plane or external factor that is going to actually apply this unconditional love. And I'm teaching, the divine is teaching the masculines at this time to practice self-love, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. This is very important for the divines, for the for the divine masculines to understand. At the bottom of the deck, I have the star card, which is Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius season, season is going to be very, very important for these divine masculines that are coming into this energy, into this reading. The star, it's of course a major arcana. It talks about a wish fulfillment, wishing upon a star, star. Star material, having all this reflection during the night through dreams and premonitions, revelations, and messages by the divine. The nighttime, it's for them like a more quiet place where they can actually face themselves and go within themselves and understand some sort of illuminated and truth from the darkness into the light. So these divine masculines are supposed to accept themselves and know themselves and be transparent, be truthful towards themselves first of all. And of course the divine is showing and revealing this to them, the Two of Pentacles underneath the star card, which tells me that these masculines are juggling and are being juggled. They have been juggled for for a very long time in regards to situations that they've been choosing and dealing with. The three cards that jumped here are the Strength card, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Death card with a Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Strength card, Leo energy, taming the beast, um, killing, the devil, in the sense that this, you know, these masculines are called to stay in their strength, in their power, in their authority. As I said, for me, strength is having this authority and power and strength, and ability to actually dive deep within and just choose to practice self-love and love unconditional, understand truly what unconditional love is and means, to them and to others, and what it's something that it's supposed to be selfless. And for many people, selfless is not easy, because they're narcissists, they are psychopaths, all these types of whatever, mental or spiritual tendency. These people through the generations that they come from, bloodlines that they come from, they have been actually undergoing some situations that they were really truly leaving them without strength, without the ability to see truly their potential deep within. And it actually depends on each individual to know themselves in this way, in this manner, and choose themselves. And of course, the feminine here is somebody that is taming the beast. If you're dealing with a Leo feminine energy, this person it's seeing your strength. Maybe you have Leo in your chart, as the masculine has predominantly here with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Ace of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, underneath the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which tells me that these masculines are supposed to not have sleepless nights anymore, paranoia, anxiety, negative thinking, all these doubts, all these fears, all these paranoias that they have been dealing with for a very long time, maybe up to nine. Nine is very important here. Something nine is the highest, number here that we can actually reach, and it's a number of completion, but something needs to actually be released, and if it's not released, it's not going to complete. If somebody is still in denial in regards to the fact that they are not a victim, nobody is actually. You choose exactly who you are, you choose your position, you understand, you have a consciousness, you have an understanding. You're not a beast, you're not an animal, you are a human being. You have a consciousness that actually shows you through situation and circumstances of life, or through whatever the divine is actually shoving you and pulling you into regards to from your past, in order for you to actually understand where you need to release, where you need to, when it's time to let go, truly, because it's not yours, it doesn't belong to you anymore, it doesn't have to affect you. As I was talking with somebody last night, because I went out last night, and I met this person that I know, and this person, she's pretending to be this spiritual being. And of course she told me she's a Libra, and she told me that she struggles with her emotions. Of course, she has to think a lot because she's, a masculine air sign. But she doesn't. Sometimes she doesn't understand her feelings, because sometimes she's up, sometimes she's down, sometimes she's here, sometimes she's there. She's like balanced all over the place. Try to be balanced all over the place through her experience, but it's not easy to understand truly your emotions, or truly how to cope emotionally with some specific people or situation or circumstances. And this is difficult for many people, and I don't know what it came to me. Actually, I was working tonight a few hours, and the person that I work with at my work actually said to me that, what are you, a witch, that you practice dark magic and sorcery and blah blah blah. And I was so surprised. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, what? And I told this person, no, this is an abomination, it's stupid, and I don't really truly believe in magic and sorcery and whatever. And he said to me, you're that person that I saw near the lake with a hoodie that was doing magic and candles and shit. And I was like, what? I was like shocked. Something got me really triggered in this way, because I realized that this is some confirmation that I needed to actually have. That people actually that are doing this stuff against me, or they're doing this shit, whatever you call it, black magic or whatever the fuck is bullshit, bullcrap, and all this shite, and nobody really wants to actually hear or know that it's actually real. I mean, people can deny it or people cannot deny it. I mean, many people will practice it, and maybe many people understand that it's bullcrap. It's not worth it. It's you're doing it to yourself. You're not getting anywhere, no matter who the fuck you think you are and whatever shit you're doing. But this, in the way that this person accused me that I'm this witch that does sorcery, and he accused me that he saw me as being that person with a hoodie near the lake. I was like, what the fuck is this? And of course I asked him, please tell me, I'm just curious now, why are you accusing me of this? Because this person accused me of being mentally uh, crazy, and that I don't know what I do and what, and then he was like, I mean, he says so many bullshit. I mean, the tongue is the smallest muscle in our body, but the tongue has the power to actually throw your fucking body in the hell, in the fire pits of hell. If you don't, if you're not careful with your tongue, it's very dangerous. And only speaking, life or death, it's very important and it's very powerful. And this was a confirmation for me tonight. Very, I never expected it. It was like a blow under my belt. It's like it was so lame. I mean, it was like, what? Are you fucking stupid? I said, you're crazy. You're fucking crazy. You cannot actually say this to me. And yeah, no, yeah, I know you're doing this. And of course, I realized this was a confirmation for me, telling me that people went behind my back that do these things against me because I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with this for years. And the divine has shown to me exactly who and what and why and whatever the fuck, everything. And I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm not doing this, and I'm not gonna pay, circumstances or I'm not gonna have repercussions. I don't. It doesn't touch me. It doesn't affect me in any sort of way because I'm not practicing this, and it's not my thing, and I don't care. But somebody went behind my back that is doing this crazy shit and talked about me that I do this shit to this person that I work with, and that I don't know. I work with this person maybe for a month and a few days, maybe 5 weeks, and this person doesn't know anything about me. And I was shocked. I was like, what the? But this was a confirmation, and it is a confirmation, a very strong, powerful confirmation that somebody through their mouth confirmed to me what these people do against me or behind my back. And these motherfucking liars and slanderers and deceivers are, they think that they're gonna get me with this sort of bullshit and lies and deceitfulness and talking behind my back. The punishment for these people, it's much more than great. Much more. It's exceeding everything that it's beyond what I can express in words. I have to say it. These masculines, if you're the masculine doing this against the feminine person watching, if you go behind this feminine energy and talk this bullshit against her, knowing exactly who is doing the magic and sorcery and bullshit that is doing, be very careful because you're going to pay for these people that you go behind my back and talk to them. These people, they're going to be affected, but you're going to pay the consequences for these people that are affected by your bullcrap and bullshit and lies and deceitfulness. It's very, very clear. Or if the people that you chose against this divine feminine, they go behind your back and do this shit against your divine feminine and against you, obviously, a person that talks in front of you about other people is going to talk behind you about you. And that's for sure. I promise you this. There is no other way. People that actually slander and lie and talk about other people's backs, about them and about their lives and whatever the bullshit, whatever shit they trained, whatever, they're going to talk. For sure, they're going to leave your presence. And the first thing that they're going to do, they're going to talk behind your back about you. Exactly what they did with the other people that they came into your face to talk against, about. So be sure that you are dealing with somebody that is very, 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 very fucking liar, a pathological liar, and a deceiver, and a murderer, and a thief, and the fucking devil. And of course, death is going to take part in this. Actually, in actuality, the spirit is making me understand that you're going to be dealing with death surrounding you. Divine masculines that did all this bullshit and did all this are doing this crap against the divine feminines or the collective, the anointed people of God, the anointed, called masculine, feminine, of the divine that belongs to the divine through the Lord Jesus Christ, in the Lord Jesus Christ, through his life and his death, okay, on the cross. Death tells me here with the Scorpio energy, major arcana, in regards to this Hierophant. If this person, this Hierophant in the past life or whatever, in this lifetime, they wished death for you, collective, person watching, they're going to go through a death themselves. It's going to cost them a life, something that they will need to come back and relive and correct and fix and understand and ascend from it in this unconditional love, self love, self worth, self value, self respect that the divine is giving you here, divine masculines. Or if not is love, if it's not literally, death, in the probably in Scorpio season, which is going to be next, you're going to go through some sort of, transformation, death and rebirth in regards to your spirituality, maybe, old beliefs, belief systems, or whatever, traditions, customs, whatever, you had to experience here in the Hierophant, because this is talk about church, of course, yes. The systems that they have power in this three-dimensional plane to say, oh, this is God's word, this is not God's word, this comes from God, this doesn't come from God. Many people, they understand whatever they understand. They have some sort of, phase, or, ascension place, or, position. We're talking about spiritual position in the spiritual realms, okay? But this death is going to sting. This death is going to be painful. Painful. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like a mother. People will not want to probably experience this, but embrace it, divine masculine, because it's going to be for your own good. Do not reject it, say, oh, this is not for me, I'm not going to die. What the fuck? Even if it's dead to your pride, to your ego, to your stubbornness, to your deceitfulness, to whatever the fuck is wrong with you or it was in the past, okay? With a page of cups at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, somebody probably will come towards you, divine masculine, or you're going to go towards somebody of your interest with a fish in your cup. It's going to be fishy, and it's going to be mature, and it's going to be, I see the Queen of Swords that really wants to come here and clarify the star, which is, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a sapiosexual. This person is an intellectual, a person that knows the facts. They have the facts. The proof is in the pudding. This person is gonna actually cut your head off if you're not gonna come with the truth. If you're not gonna be truthful. If you're not gonna come with respect, considering who this person, this Queen of Swords, is. She's going to be reasonable. But until to a certain point, she could be jaded, she could be like a divorcee or a separated woman that actually had to go through some specific death and rebirth with a death here, in behind her, because she's looking, in front of her, not behind her. Whatever she has suffered, this feminine energy, this Queen of Swords, in regards to her, awakening ascension process, transformation, metamorphosis here. This Queen of Swords, she is the bomb. She's the fucking shit. I see the four at the bottom of the deck with the devil in the reverse. The three of cups are the Queen of Cups. 10 of Wands, Chariot, 6 of Pentacles, Emperor. I'm gonna take all these cards because this is truly speaking to me right now. So the Fool, starting at zero. The devil in the reverse with the nine of swords in the reverse and the nine of the wands in the reverse, which is, clearly telling me that you, divine masculines, in the month of September, you're going to start this process of, realizing that you can actually fix some things. Some situation are fixable because the devil energy was being defeated here. The devil is fucking dead in regards to this situation, but you have to choose to actually turn your back towards you know negativity, paranoias, um, not having faith, believing in yourself, not knowing yourself, not looking and searching for your truth, for your reality, for what is actually works in your favor, not against you. Because no person should actually work against oneself, themselves. Maybe the divine masters that have been actually working against themselves for a very long time by being, clinging to something, some pain, and some sorrow, some deceitfulness or whatever trials and tribulations the divine masculines have been undergoing through in their lives, in the past, in their childhood, whatever. I saw, of course, the sun card, inner child, embracing your inner child, or having this victory, this clarity, revelation, happiness, joy, fulfillment in regards to you, who you truly are, deep within yourself, truly yourself, your soul, your spirit, your higher self. Um, your inner self, the person within, that becomes stronger and stronger and more wiser and more awakened and more clear and more real, within themselves, with themselves, and of course with others, and of course with the divine, which is the most important. Then the Three of Cups here underneath the Death card, and the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. Sorry. Yeah, it's something in regards to communication. There is no clear communication in regards to these divine masculines towards their divine feminines, and towards, of course, specifically towards the divine. Because if you don't actually vocalize some prayers and some, requirements when you ask the divine, you have to open your mouth and just clearly ask for it. Ask for the divine's will, ask for the divine planning, guidance, you know. Protection, clarity, truth, everything that it's going to reveal towards you, divine masculines, what you're supposed to understand, what you're supposed to free yourself from, and just liberate and break the chains, and just from there to make that clear decision, having strength, and practicing self-love, taking the leap of faith with the full here. Of course, the zero grounds, very spiritual major arcana here underneath the strength, which is another very strong and powerful major arcana. um, the devil being major arcana in the reverse, it's actually very, very important here. The Three of Cups, it talks about celebration, you know, um, going out, meeting people, but it can be a third party situation, being involved in third party situation with a Queen of Cups, or in regards of the Queen of Cups. But this fragmented water energy of the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups is a Four of Cups, which tells me that you're like not satisfied in love. And this feminine energy clearly is not in regards to you, divine masculine. If you're dealing with a Queen of Cups, that they have clearly air in their chart: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their ascendant and sun, and then in their moon maybe they have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces somewhere there, or somewhere in regards to Venus, North Node. Somebody that kept you in a third party situation, making you feel discontent, unhappy. Meh, it's like nothing. It's actually applying to me emotionally in the way that I deserve. Understanding it through this Ace of Cups being the first card here, the most important energy that it comes here for you is like practice self love. Do not deceive yourself. And then we have the Ten of Wands, you know, feeling burdened, having a lot of burden and responsibility, carrying a lot of burdens from other people, carrying a lot of responsibility in your life, in your work, in your, in regards to your passion, desires, creativity, creative endeavors. It is a lot of work for you, and you're like exhausted divine masculines in the month of September. If you keep yourself in this way, you're going to feel very, very oppressed. You're oppressing yourself. You're oppressing this creativity that is supposed to actually about be about abounding, about abundant, abounding from within yourself. But if you keep yourself in this way, you're going to be feeling very, very oppressed, used and abused. People probably they put a lot of charge and cargo against you on your back because they want to steal time from you. They want to steal this creativity, this passion. This, and a 10 for me is like it's enough. I had enough. This is much more than complete. This is like expecting for you to receive the Ace of Wands next, to actually have this passionate brand new beginning that you truly deserve and you wish for, and you desire, you want, you understand that it actually belonging to you. You have been dealing with a lot of people that use you and abuse you and stole from you and took stole your time, stole your effort, stole your creativity, your imagination, your project, your whatever the fucking shit it is. You have to put it where it resonates. If it resonates, if it doesn't resonate, much better. It's not your story. The next card is the Chariot, Cancer energy, the Four of Cups in the reverse. You want to get out of this. You want to move, forward, but you need to actually, balance your masculine and feminine and just move forward. And even if you're positioned in the chariot and the chariot is still not moving, you still need to understand something very important here, something that you really need to release. You need to release victim mentality, past wounds, and pain, deceitfulness, everything that is actually in regards to betrayal and pain and whatever misfortunes of life, with being paranoid and having sleepless nights, thinking negatively, not believing in yourself, not releasing truly the devil, and just releasing whatever didn't work for you emotionally in the past in regards to the partnerships that you have been dealing with, that you have been choosing in your situation, in your circumstance. The next card is the six of Pentacles. Excuse me, I don't know why I said seven. Somebody that probably thinks that they are not already, I mean, they're not there yet. They still need to be patient in regards to whatever development, in regards to earth energy here towards her with Capricorn that we are having here. This is reciprocation, giving and receiving in the same way, balancing the scales in the three-dimensional aspect of your finances, your investments, your time, your everything that you're investing, all your intentions in the three-dimensional aspect here, in regards to a partnership, in regards to a somebody that you're seeing clearly as the one that actually can fulfill you and give you exactly this reciprocation. And it's very important for you to release whatever of celebrating with third party individuals or interferences in your situation that are actually stealing from you emotionally. They leave you depleted emotionally, physically, energetically, mentally, in regards to your passion, desires, creative endeavors. They leave you dead, like they suck the life out of you, the essence. They try somebody in your midst, which is the third party situation. You have to look at this clearly because I don't know exactly what is going on. It's sucking the life out of you. They try to suck, the purpose, the reason, the meaning, your calling, your awakening, your ascension process, everything, your transformation, your metamorphosis, everything in regards to your spiritual process, and of course, three dimensional aspect of your situation, of your life, of your circumstance. They try to do this. That's why the Emperor is really, really important here. Feminine energy watching, balance the masculine and the feminine, and this is the advice for the masculine as well. Balance your masculine and feminine energy, and of course with the Emperor here. I'm sorry, I wanted to say temperance. Oh my god. You need the help of the divine, and you need to trust that the divine is going to come specifically in a right moment, in the right time for you, when you're going to choose exactly what the divine has been showing to you, or it's showing to you in the month of September. With the Emperor, this is the God's card for me. This is staying in your power, authority, decision making, being a leader, sitting on your throne, knowing exactly your position, your authority, your power, your calling in the three-dimensional aspect here, to be able to actually even be alone, being singular, not necessarily alone, but singular in this aspect of knowing clearly, in a very, very, specific way, masculine energy with the emperor. And this is the emperor upright, somebody that is has balls, somebody that speaks and other people do. They have authority and power, and you're supposed to say in your power, authority, decision making, and just keep yourself for yourself. Keep yourself for yourself, divine masculine. And of course, you're looking at the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, working, really hard with the Eight of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You still, have some emotional baggage from something in regards to your, relationships here. You have been betrayed, maybe up to three people that are in your midst here. But if you actually turn away, you'll see behind you the 12 cups, which is unconditional love, which is somebody that is going to accept you and is going to respect you in the way that you accept and respect and give to them, of course, both parties. This is talking about 12 cups, a soulmate, a divine partner, somebody that you have a specific contract in the three-dimensional aspect here in this lifetime that is actually waiting for you. And with the Eight of Pentacles here, you're mastering your craft. You're actually very hard at work here. And with the Ten of Cups behind it, wish fulfillment, happiness, joy, a family, a happy home, happy family, happy kids, happy pets, happy dogs, happy everybody. This is what you truly deserve. But some Queen of Wands in the reverse, a witch that is not a witch, not even a fucking witch, not qualified, that really wanted you to be in the Eight of Swords, but it's in the reverse. This person here, she fucked their own self. They put themselves in a very, very dangerous prison, spiritual prison, or even three-dimensional prison. And this person's magic or sorcery or bullshit crap, whatever it happened, is not working. This person is like, it's gonna wait their entire life and probably up to 10 lifetimes after this if they're gonna come back. But many people probably they're not. Or who knows, I'm not the divine. I'm not gonna choose what the divine wants to do and who gives the opportunities, who and who doesn't. He doesn't give opportunities. I'm nobody to tell him what to do, and I'm not going to do this. But this person in this lifetime, for sure, the divine is actually making it clear to me. They're going to wish for this Ten of Cups. They're going to work really, really hard. They always have this emotional baggage in regards to whatever they did, whatever they chose emotionally to do against the people that they were actually belonging to them. They were working with them, they were loving them, they were there for them. This person, it's a person that, the person is Queen of Wands in the reverse. Um, they deceive themselves, trying to deceive other people, and they fuck themselves emotionally. They will always have this baggage. They will never be able to let go of this Five of Cups or these Three of Cups that they actually kept themselves, or they kept the divine masculines, or they kept this, divine partnership or soulmate, contract here in regards to their emotions. People think that it's easy to do whatever to break something, but then to put it back and make it back again, it's impossible. This person here, this Queen of Wands in the reverse, that these masculines, you masculines have been doing it, and you brought, of course, the feminines in the same situation, and probably you are giving somebody very specific and very high in the spiritual hierarchy here and you betray this person for somebody that only wanted to crush you, to destroy you, divine masculine, to destroy you and your happiness, your present, your future, to keep you stuck in the past, to keep you blocked mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, everything, mentally, everything. They try to fuck you up, and that's the only thing. And I'm not gonna actually clarify this because it's too much. This energy is so strong here, divine masculine, in regards to third parties that you allow in your surrounding, in your environment. And for you, it's triggering. I really feel that for the divine masculines, it's triggering and it's painful at a specific level because you have deceived yourself. Maybe let me take like two, three cards from this other deck and see what other message it's given to the divine masculines and the divine feminines watching this message for the month of September 2022. Okay, Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck, and the Hanged Woman in the reversed, and the Justice card, of course, with the Queen of Cups in the reversed, and the Four of Swords in the reversed. A Queen of Wands up right here, but there is a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So you're dealing with somebody that they have predominantly fire and water in their chart, and this person tried to, what's the word that I heard? Amulet? Mhm. Uh, make a male, make a man, I mean, a divine masculine amulet. What is the word? They wanted to make a divine masculine thing. Oh, you're the fucking shit. But my true plan is to fuck you up and destroy you and your happiness or whatever it has to be doing with you. If you're not actually playing my game and do whatever I say you do. And I will fuck you up and I will do whatever the fuck I please because I have the tools and because I am something and somebody and I'm gonna do it. No, this person is heartless, doesn't have a heart. They plan for quite some time, maybe up to 4 years, for months, for moon cycles, for whatever weeks, days, hours, but it's much longer than hours and days and weeks. I really feel strongly. Um, to keep you on a probably sickness bed or very very sickening type of energy because they broke you, they betrayed you, they cheated on you, they lied to you, they deceived you, they did things behind your back against you, and they are without a heart, but they try to project now in with this deck in the three-dimensional. If this person is trying to show themselves to you in regards to this month, September 2022, divine masculines, if it resonates, of course. This person wants to show something in the three-dimensional aspect that, oh, I'm the fucking shit. Nobody can compare to me. But I'm a fucking, heartless bitch that doesn't love anybody and not even themselves. And that, this person's plan, this, third party influence, feminine energy here, fire and water in their chart. They're receiving their justice. And of course, you're dealing with a feminine energy that is enlightened. Or this person that you're dealing with, a third party, is not enlightened. They try to create with a magician or manifest with a magician confusion, and you divine masculine is not having clarity, but you're called to be a nine of pentacles. You're called to stay in your power, in your being independent, using your wisdom and your knowledge, eating from your own grapevine and drinking from your own cup, filling your own cup, because you have justice working in your favor. And of course, the divine feminine or the feminine energy that you're working with, this person, she doesn't need to actually hang on a limb anymore. She's a manifester. If you're dealing with Gemini and Libra, and of course, the hang on is Pisces, but in the feminine energy. But probably you're dealing with some feminine energy that is not enlightened. They don't have any truth and any clarity. They pretended to probably do some sort of work in regards to whatever magic, sorcery, bullshit, pokity, whatever crap they tried to do, because I feel black magic in the whatever happened to me tonight, guys. It is mind blowing. It is fucking mind blowing. How the divine speaks and the devil tried to speak through the mouth of other people surrounding me that they don't have anything, to be doing with me. I just work with these people. These people, they don't know me or nothing. I never done anything to them. I never have been ever in contact with them. These people are not supposed to tell me or accuse me of this shit. How is this even possible? But it is possible, of course, when, fucking Tongue speaks death and bullshit and deceitfulness and lies and murder and death and crap. God, the divine's, system of law, it's actually working here. And it's in session. The divine is clearly, weeping their fucking asses. And it's gonna be blood all over the place. Feminine energy, you're receiving your justice. You already have your justice. It is already done. And you are a manifestor. If you have Gemini and Virgo in your chart, and of course Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and of course Pisces, and of course Libra. Um, in the divine masculines, you have to know that if you're not releasing this deceiving woman that doesn't know what the fuck that she's talking about, and these people surrounding you, these third party influences or whatever the fuck it is, money, interest, position, fame, whatever. If you're somebody that really wants to kiss and likes to kiss asses and backs and whatever the fuck, your follower, divine masculine, believe that you're surrounded with somebody very, very, very dangerous for you. Do not deceive yourselves, my people here and my friends. Hopefully, are my friends and my people. uh, because if you're actually denying this truth and this reality in the month of September 2022, you're going to suffer very harsh consequences. Stay on your own 2 feet. Remain solo, single. Nothing wrong is going to happen. Manifest what is given to you. Do not listen to deceivers' mouths, and do not feel that, oh wow, people actually can give you advice. I mean, you can take advice if you're asking for it, but many people feel entitled to actually give advices without you asking for them, and this is actually fucking disrespect. Do not disrespect me in this way because it's not fair. In the way that I respect you, will respect me, and that is for damn sure. And it stands forever. And it stands, it's actually valid. It's law. My word is law. I have spoken, and it stands forever. And this is the authority that the divine masculines are actually called to be staying in. Do not deceive yourselves, divine masculines, or even you, divine feminines. People that really try to steal or deceive or murder or take or do, they're actually wasting their own life, their opportunities, their true happiness and joy and fulfillment and whatever it is actually was prepared for them even before this lifetime. So do not deceive yourself. Just stay awoke, be clear, say no to some deceitful people or people that they can, you know, they can come and think that they can actually have an opinion about this and tell you the fuck, whatever the fuck they are wanting them to tell you. No, I'm gonna cut you to the fucking hell right now, and this is my word, and it stands forever. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy this message. I wish you all the best. Peace, love, and light. Bye for now.